Welcome. We are here, well, initially here to play the between, but we're down to down to one player, so we're gonna be doing a GM-less game today. Um, we're gonna be playing "If You're Lost, You Can Look and You Will Find Me" by Logan Timmons, and this is again, like I said, a GM-less game. I'm Mads, they, them pronouns, and I'm here to welcome Kathleen. you know, normally for the between, but not quite today. So,
Yep. I'm Kathleen. She, her, or they, them is fine too. And yeah, this is looks like it's gonna be a fun game.
all right. So this is card based and like story game, and we'll forego our usual cats because this is again like last minute picking for a duet game. So we're both going through this, and we'll figure it out together. For the most part, for this game, you need fairly much like 19 cards out of a standard 52 card deck, two tokens differing appearance, and a joker to slip into the 19 cards. And then, like, it's set up in a just to briefly show, let me see if I can share my screen. Share my screen options. Come on. Wow. Amazing. Okay, here we go. So, yeah. So, just briefly, yeah. So it's in a 4x5 configuration, and then we will be picking where our little tokens will be placed diagonally across from each other on the board when we start to play. Okay, so that's how we're going to start. Alrighty. So I'm going to read the blurb from the beginning. Safety tools we will have in play. So, of course, to keep it simple, I mean, like, of course, X cards. So if something comes up that we find unfun or tonally, inappropriate, then, like, go ahead and stop play with, hey, X card. We'll find out what needs to be X carded and take it out, and then just continue play from there. Or script change. We're both familiar with script change. So pause, rewind, or fast forward if we feel that we just need to stop play and discuss what needs to be handled with care, or rewind if we're just kind of like, oh, I didn't like that direction, can we kind of try something else, or fast forward if we don't feel like we need to role play a certain thing, or we just want to kind of time jump, although this is going to be about time jumping, so we'll see how that works. Okay, great. So we'll have script change in play. And again, since this was last minute, lines and veils not quite in play. Um, so yeah, again, so X card and script change for the most part for our safety tools for today. Okay, so I'm going to read off the intro from the game, which should help kind of put us in the mode for it. Intro. You have lived a life of time distorted. The days you live are not in chronological order. One day you might be 5 years old, learning to tie your shoe for the first time. You sleep and awake the next day as a young adult at a job you suddenly know or remember how to do. It's exciting, never a dull moment. Every sensation feels fresh and new. You get to experience firsts again and again. There is no such thing as monotony. Recently, however, your days have all had one thing in common. One person is always there. Even though you are living your relationship out of order, it is clear you will love this person dearly. Or perhaps you already do. For the first time, you feel a desire to change this time-hopping life of yours and live linearly. You want to experience life with this person, to build and share the same memories together. So now begins a conscious choice. You have to stabilize, to break free of the chaotic whirlpool of time you have found yourself tossed about, and find calmer waters. You're not even sure if it's possible. As you drag yourself toward a linear timeline, you can feel it take a toll on your body and mind. You've never lived time in order before. Can you even handle it? So many questions, so many unknowns. But what you do know is that you have to try. You really, really want to try. And you can sense that they do too. So, again, we're going to be playing with the playing cards.io room that I set up using 19 cards from a standard playing deck, 2 tokens different from each other, and then just trying to take some notes because I'm sure we're going to have to keep track of each other, and then each other. It says 1 hour, but we know how we play.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you're lost. Okay. All right. So they were set up in the tableau. So go ahead and you go ahead and pick which corner you want to start from, Kathleen, with your token. And then I'll put mine in the opposite corner. All right. Okie dokie. All right. You and your partner will take turns as follows. Whoever wants to can go first. On your first turn, flip the card your token is already on face up. And then on subsequent turns, move your token to an adjacent, not diagonal, card and flip it face up. Read the prompt that corresponds to your card and answering the question it poses. Note down any effects on your time sickness. Some cards will give you time sickness, others will heal it. You cannot go below 0 time sickness. The aim of the game is for both players to move their tokens to the Joker card, stabilizing themselves and gaining the ability to live time linearly. Once the Joker card is found, the other player may need to move over already face-up cards to reach it. If you move to a face-up card you flipped yourself, you can reread the prompt and expand on it if you wish. If you move to a card your partner flipped face-up, reread the prompt and respond to it yourself. You will still take the effects that card has on your time sickness. So this is going to be definitely have some note-taking ability because we're going to need to track ourselves. Hold on a second. Let me see. So time sickness. We probably should create characters based on this. Oh, getting time sick. If you reach 5 time sickness before you reach the Joker card, continue play. Your time sickness value always stays at 5 and cannot go up or down. Every time you answer a prompt or move to any card, remove it from the tableau. Let's see. The memory's lost. When you reach the Joker, skip to sucked into the vortex instead of reading the Joker section. Interesting. Okay, so how do you interpret that, Kathleen? Because it says in the previous section, it's we land on a card that our partner has flipped over, or we land on a card that we've previously flipped over, but this is saying that every time we answer a prompt or move to another card, remove it from the tableau. Is this after we get
If
5 times
if
sickness?
if we have 5 time sickness,
Okay. Okay.
then we take the cards away
Oh shit.
because that represents losing the memories.
Oh goddamn. Oh no. Oh god. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. So, do you want to take a few moments to kind of create a character and then give 3 traits for yourself
Sure.
and a name?
Name is handy. Not vital in a duet game. There's always you and me,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but
Yeah, but I mean just to keep things straight. Uh
it aids the note taking if nothing else.
exactly. When you say Andy, like pronouns.
Oh, actually, I wasn't trying to say Andy. I was blathering. I I think for name I'll go with Kelly.
Kelly.
Pronouns she her.
Let's see. Me. Oh God. Let me think of 3 traits first because it's usually that gives me a better handle on it, who this person is. Let's see. Awkward. I was gonna say isolated, but that's not quite the word I wanted to go for. Introverted. That's more like it. And someone who sees the world through something else. So either like a camera, probably, but I can't recall whether it's like more film, like as in filmmaker, or a photographer. So let's just say, so modern, so sees the world through phone, camera, and I'm gonna like put that in parentheses, film or photo, or video or photo, I should say, film. Oh boy.
I mean, there are people who still do
To film, yeah.
literal film.
Yeah, exactly. And their name is Thompson. So
Okay.
let me put that in.
And pronouns?
He, him. Let me put this into the chat so this way you can see it. So Thompson, he, him. Awkward, introverted, and sees the world through phone, camera, video, or photo.
And for Kelly, I'm going with animal lover, enthusiastic, and loves the outdoors.
Okay, cool.
And putting that in chat
Cool.
so we can keep track of it.
All right, so now that we have these two set up, okay, why don't you go first?
Okay. So, flipping a card.
Oh
Okay, I
God,
think we need to mulligan because that makes no sense.
what the hell?
I mean, there's a 1 in 20 chance that that was going to happen, but still.
God dang it. Mm,
After all the work you did to set this up.
I know, right? Joker was found first. Crap.
Do we want to stop recording while we work out the mechanics and come back?
Yes. Hold on. Just pause. Of course it would. Hold on. Pause, record. Okay, so go ahead and turn up the first card.
Okay. Now that we have, we hope, uh, not started with, I'll move my token to where I can keep track, but
Oh my God! You did it again! It's the Joker.
next setup, when we reset this, you are flipping the first card. Or maybe I should keep flipping the first card just so we know if we've got the Joker in that corner, stuck to that corner.
Yeah, seriously. Oh my God, what the heck? Hold on. Once the Joker's gone, the other player may need to move over some random. Okay. What the hell? Okay, hold on. Hold the phone. What the hell does this mean? So, okay. Uh,
I don't think it's playable if you start with a Joker. I really
I
don't, because it's just
no.
you're going to be narrating scene after scene, and I'm not going to be doing anything.
Right, you're stabilized. So it's kind of like, what? I don't know. Oh man, that's so funny. Okay. Pausing again because this is just too damn funny. I'm just like, and if it happens again and I flip the card, I'm just gonna die laughing. That's all.
If it happens again,
we
find a different game.
We find we play a different game. It's fine.
Yes. Something it doesn't involve
Yeah.
cards.
No. It's like I have a different game we probably can play, which is hilariously funny to me. Okay, hold on. So, going to assume that third time's the charm. My God. All right. So we know you're not going to get the accursed card.
But do we?
No, I put it down. I put down a card. Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank goodness. Four of Hearts. Let's see what that prompt is. Today, an event in your life makes you fear change. What is it? I got a new job. That's going to mean a long distance move, and I'm really established where I've been living. Um, let's say I've been living in Detroit and I'm about to move to Atlanta, and that's kind of freaking me out. Um, and so my question for you is, what do you fear might change between us?
That I won't see you. That you won't be around, and what I feel like I, see of you somehow will be lost
Yeah, yeah.
because you won't be where I am.
And my question for myself, how does this fear show me what's important? What's important to me is, and this is kind of funny and ironic given the way I live my life, but a sense of familiarity, of stability, and certainly you're part of that. Very big part of that. But at the same time, I mean, it's everything from my favorite bakery to the parks where I take my walks, you know? It's it's all gonna change. And that increased my time sickness by one.
Okay, two of clubs. Today, your paths cross by chance before you begin your relationship. Hmm. Ask your partner. So, where are we?
That's a good question.
Well, obviously, it's got to be in Detroit somewhere.
That would
Or,
make
or
sense. Since
yeah. So, just so
it's
Detroit.
at least not Atlanta, but Detroit would make sense.
Yep.
Um, hmm.
I mean,
We
I
could have met
can.
at that bakery. I mean, or cross paths at that bakery. That's why you look familiar to me because we the scones were so good.
Were we online for something?
Yeah, I think they were just opening up in the morning, and we were some of the first people. You know. Well, I wanted the lemon blueberry scones that were just coming out of the oven.
I think they made some really good bagels.
Mm.
Uh, I need like an everything bagel. Um, I needed it for a particular shot that I wanted um, for like an ad I was trying to make for a portfolio. were we really young? Like, were we
Yeah.
college or teens?
You might have been in college. I think I waited a year. So if we're the same age, I might not have been in college and you were.
Okay. And where do I want to be? Yeah, I mean, I think actually it's really funny is that I I went to this college because I had to. And um I actually wanted to go to film school, but I couldn't afford it. And I was like, I wasn't willing to do loans. I wasn't willing to pick up and move halfway across the country and like, try to make it and break it because I was really thinking that I was going to break it um, if I went away. And I just didn't want to take that risk. So, yeah, wanted the comfort of home, I guess.
Yeah.
So, and I gain a time sickness. So you want to move again next to you. You want to not move diagonally, but just adjacent. So
Right.
vertically or
I think I will
horizontally.
go horizontally.
Hmm.
9 of clubs. Today, you cook a meal together for the first time. Neat. Uh, I think I think the circumstances are that I invited you over to my place. Um, I don't know, maybe this might be before we're actually dating. We're just friends at this point.
Hmm.
Um, what are we making?
Breakfast for dinner. And again, it's embarrassingly because I don't think you had a chance to go shopping yet. So you only have the fixings for breakfast.
Yeah, I invited you over to do this on an impulse, and then I realized, shit, I was gonna go shopping like tomorrow. Uh, well, we'll make do.
Yeah. And I was just like, well, I mean, if you want, I mean, I can make you. I'm a mean hand at toast, and I really do like frying bacon. So
Hey,
yeah,
I'm pretty good with eggs.
okay, all
Sounds
right,
to me like we got a meal here.
okay.
And the question for me to ask myself is, how well do we work together? I think it's mostly pretty smooth. Um, Neither one of us has done this with each other before. I at least am used to grew up sharing a kitchen with family, uh, cooking with my parents and siblings, and so I am used to working around another person and you know that dance of, oh, sorry, I see you need to get to the fridge, I'll step over here, uh kind of thing. Um there are a few moments of awkwardness.
With Thompson,
You,
yes,
yeah. Yeah, well, yeah.
he's naturally awkward. Yeah.
And you were not expecting me to sing to myself while I was doing it, and I didn't even really realize I was doing it, which was sort of, oh, I guess I wasn't I?
I mean, like he kind of looks up from the bacon and just kind of like, are Are you singing Journey?
Yeah, sorry. I usually sing when I'm just puttering around by myself.
Okay. I mean, that's fine. I sometimes catch myself singing some Sting, and
Oh,
he kind of
well,
mutters that into his shoulder. And
I mean,
he kind of starts like, humming like, Moon over Bourbon Street.
join in.
And he just
And
starts looking at you, and then like he gets a little bit firmer, like a little bit more confident, and as he starts doing it, he almost burns the bacon, but he realizes what he's doing as he keeps on singing, but then like starts taking the bacon out of the fat, out of the frying fat, um, you know, and then he kind of like maybe like once the bacon's safely out of the fat, and he turns off the stove, like maybe he'll take your hand and then like kind of like swing you around, and like and then just like and then end with like um um like the tagline with Moon over Bourbon Street, and look into your eyes and just realize what he's doing, and then just kind of like, sorry,
no, that was cool. It's like living
sorry.
in a musical or something.
Ugh, let's eat.
Yes, yes.
I think we're supposed to move the tokens along with,
Oh, yes.
like, yeah. So it's showing the pathway. Let me see. Where do I want to go? Not diagonally, but let's go next to. Okay, Ace O Spades. Oh, jeez. Today you have 1 hour before the two of you must leave for different events. How shall we spend it?
My first impulse is, oh, I need to flutter around. I need to do all those last minute little things, checking my hair and so making sure I have everything I need in my bag and all that. But then I realized, wait a second. You're about to head out. I'm about to head out. We're not going to see each other all day. Let's stop. And I move one of the cats off a chair and kind of wave you to the chair. And I put the kettle on. And what do you want? Tea, coffee? You know what's in the cupboard.
Coffee sounds good.
So I get out the AeroPress and start making coffee. And I'll back up here. Yeah, is
Oh,
that what you were thinking?
um, actually, no. I think, yeah, I think he was getting ready to maybe get ready to go to like some kind of fancy event that he had to get ready for, and he Thompson was actually like tricked out in some kind of like really nice suit, or like all black, and like something that maybe he doesn't normally wear, but I mean like he's still able to move. So like kind of like a button down black shirt, and like of course nice trousers and such. And he was actually feeling pretty confident, and maybe he was going to, as you're frittering around or whatever, I mean like he's noticing that you're looking quite beautiful as well, and he was going to like maybe take you in his arms and try to be a little bit more intimate, maybe. But then you asked him about coffee and tea, and he's like, well, maybe should be a little bit more wired for our different events, and coffee is going to be fine, be more caffeinated. So Not the same thing.
We are, after all, very different people.
Yep. Okay. Heal 2 times sickness. So now, anything that's marked is only like for the person that pulled the card. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Okay. Your turn.
Okay. Go up. Two of Hearts, and I will not start singing the song. Uh, Two of Hearts. Today you said yes to your partner in a way that's really invigorating. What were the circumstances? You asked me to move in with you. And I actually was a little surprised. Um, not by any means unhappy, obviously. I did say yes, and I'm glad I did. But you know, I knew that my living habits with the cats and all wasn't how you typically lived. I mean, you didn't mind the cats, but you weren't a pet person yourself so much. And they do make a bit of a mess. Um, but you wanted me to move in, and I said, "Wow, that is that is the best. That is yes, exciting." How did my yes make you feel?
It was. I was excited because I really wasn't sure what you were going to say. I was scared because I wanted to. I wanted you to say yes, but I wasn't sure if you were going to, be wanting to share my life in that way. Wanted to commit, or but it's a lot. It's definitely a lot, and I know I'm kind of closed off in my own way, and maybe you didn't want me to like um, want to deal with my particular way of living, and maybe the cats, you wouldn't like being in my place. Maybe they liked being in their particular digs, being so established, but I really wanted to try, come out of my shell. We'd been together, and I mean, if you had said no, I think I think it would have been rough, but I would have gotten through it. But your yes was just when I gave you that hug. I mean, I was trying so hard not to crush you because I was so happy that you said it.
And as for how I felt, or how I feel, happy, excited, but also more nervous than I want you to see. Because as soon as I said yes, I thought, oh God, if this doesn't work, if it turns out we're not compatible when we're together 24/7, well, not literally 24/7, but you know what I mean. I thought this could be what breaks us if it doesn't work. I really want it to work. And I think it's gonna, but there's a little bit of trepidation there. And that brings me to 3 times sickness.
Oh boy. It's just like, which card do I pick? Let's see. Queen o' Hearts. Burp. Oh, today you barely speak a word to each other, though you see each other often. What are the circumstances? Well, I think the first thing that I notice is that it's a really gloomy day. Um, I think stormy, like it threatens storms. Does out of character, does Michigan like suffer like yeah, specific weather events?
Um,
Like
Thunderstorms, blizzards,
like
depending
something
on
like
where,
hurricanes or tornadoes or something like that?
um, let's see. Tornadoes certainly can happen. Um, they're not in Detroit's not in Tornado Alley or anything, but hurricane or tornadoes are certainly possible. Um, if it's winter, you can get an Alberta Clipper, which is nasty cold air coming down out of Canada.
Okay. So like let's say it's winter time and we're like at the threat of an Alberta Clipper. Um, and yeah, it's like it's just really really fucking cold. And maybe it's like maybe we had our first fight.
Yeah.
What what won't you tell me?
I before it got this cold, admittedly, I invited you to come birding with me because I thought you'd have fun photographing birds. Um, and for whatever reason, possibly because of the super early hour, possibly because you had other plans, whatever, you said, nah. And I'd kind of built it up in my head as this is going to be really cool. This is going to be a fun thing to do as a couple. It's going to be great. We get to indulge both our interests. And your lack of enthusiasm, not even, sounds great, but I have this conflict or something like that, but you just weren't into the idea. And that I didn't want to tell you how much it hurt that you didn't didn't see it the way I did, but that resentment's kind of hanging out there.
And what am I desperate to say? It's it's probably going to be something well, it's probably going to be something weird to you, but um what he does is more like, urban shots and like a lot of nightlife things and um, you know, maybe concert uh, footage and all this kind of stuff. And I think the prospect of going out into the forest, even with you, I mean, as much as he cares for you and everything like that, I think he he wants to say he loves you, but can't he can't quite brave the forest for that. doesn't adult male like fears the dark forest. Oh boy. You know, he can't say that. As much as he loves you, he can't say that. And yeah, he's not he's not able to tell you. So, and healing sometimes sickness when he doesn't have any. God dang. Wow. Okay. Oh boy.
Okay. I got the King of Clubs. Today you say I love you for the first time. What are the circumstances? Let's see. I think we went out for we went out for dinner, which we've done several times. But then afterwards, you suggested that we go to your favorite club because an act you wanted to see was playing. Um, and I said sure. It wasn't that I wasn't familiar with the artist in question. Um, Up to you what sort of music, but I figured I was just going to be going, to have a nice time with you, but just, it was a you thing, and I was going to participate in your thing, but I loved it, and I was so delighted that you opened up enough to show me something that was important to you, and and it clicked with me too, and that just the high of the music and the romance of the evening, and it just I didn't even think about, the fact that I hadn't said it before, that this might be a big moment. I just kind of blurted it out because I was just so happy and having such a good time. And do you say it back?
I think in the midst of like, you saying it, I mean like, probably you say it so excitedly after like maybe like one of their like, their climax numbers or whatever when they get the crowd hyped up and everything like that, and like you're practically yelling it in my ear, and I'm looking at you with shining eyes, and I'm like, you can't hear me, but I think you do hear me when I say I love you back. And I mean it with every fiber of my being because I wanted to say it to you for so long. But, you probably would have like tossed it off like, oh, whatever, because he knows you. And, yeah, he's, again, shining eyes are not just because of the excitement of the evening, but also because he's very glad to have heard it from you uh, now. And yeah, he gives you, when he sees your excitement, like, he puts his arm around you and then leans in for, you know, a kiss. Um, Maybe like the kind of the scene is like, maybe our silhouettes um, kissing with the band in the background, like, like with the rousing beat of whatever they're playing, and everybody else is just like kind of like standing up and just getting like really excited about it and such. But yeah,
And the question to me is, why did I wait this long? Because I'm kind of a dumbass about relationships sometimes. And, this is this is not my very first relationship or even my very first serious relationship, but I've sort of gotten into a habit of thinking of dating as nice but not necessarily deep or life-changing. And so I had not really been thinking about how much you've come to mean to me and how much I want this to be something that lasts. And so yeah, I was kind of dumb about this. I've been in love with you for a while. I just didn't really consciously recognize that that's what it was until this moment. And looking back, of course.
Heal one
And I
time
heal a time
sickness.
sickness.
Yep. Oh boy. Let's see. Two of spades. Oof. Today you must go on an extended trip without your partner. What do you tell me before I go?
What I'm saying is mostly a list of day-to-day logistics and little details. Did you remember to do this before you left? Like pay some bill or something. Um, have you emailed me your itinerary so I know exactly when you're getting back? Uh, it, little things like that because I'm really not looking forward to you being gone, and I'm trying to bury that under the practical details. Uh, so I'm as as I often do, getting caught up in the superficial stuff and not thinking about the deeper layers or trying not to think about the deeper layers in
The
this case.
minutia. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And what memory will I hold tightly until I return? I think, you're telling me all this stuff, but I think as you're telling me all of this stuff, I think he is you can see he's looking at you like, he's like tracing with his eyes, like, your hair, your face, your features, your body. I mean, like, he's just doing it all, like, and like as if he's like mapping everything in his head. And I think maybe we got like more than a little intimate, like, the night before, because it's like,
Hmm.
you
Yeah,
know
you're
you
going away.
we're going away, and maybe we had to celebrate. This trip is important. This trip is going to, like, make or break, his career a little bit. And we had to celebrate slash, just have some kind of like going away, kind of party, um, just for the two of us. So yeah, like, he's remembering every inch of you, every movement, every moment that we spent, like the previous night, just to make sure he can hold on to that until he gets back and then can do it all over again. Yep. And he gains one time sickness.
Let's see. I think I will go this way. But we can't meet up until we meet up on the Joker, right?
No, you can meet
Okay.
up on other cards, but then you
We
would.
don't stabilize.
Yeah, but
Right.
I think what happens is, it's like, if we go on the cards that we flipped on, like the partner flipped, like it's your perspective on that card. Hold on, let's see.
Okay.
Da 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 da. Note any effects on your time sickness. Some cards. Da, da, da. Okay. Your player may need to move up on a face. If you move to a face card you flipped yourself, you can reread the prompt and expand on it if you wish. If you move to a card your partner flipped face up, reread the prompt and respond to it yourself. You'll still take the effects that card has on your time sickness. So, yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, you want to you know do the perspective, and I mean I thought it meant like like kind of going up on that memory, but it sounds like you could also go on a different memory if you so choose. So
Think I'm actually gonna not meet up on that memory. I think I'm gonna move over here.
sure.
Ace of Diamonds. Today, you introduce your partner to a significant person in your life, someone who really matters to you. Let's see. I think I am introducing you to my granddad, um, who has been honestly more important and more stable in my life than my parents. Uh, there's been you've heard all the stories. There's been a lot of chaos with them, but granddad's always been my rock, and he's the one who first taught me a lot of what I know about the outdoors and observing animals and identifying plants and all that. Because when things were chaotic at home, I'd go to his house and then we'd walk in the woods behind his house for hours sometimes. And he'd just teach me stuff. And that was how we spent time together. He's in some ways a little like you in that he's not uh he's pretty introverted. He's not an emotionally demonstrative person in a lot of cases. Uh and so I wasn't 100% sure how this was going to go, whether it was just going to be super awkward with you both being like, "Good to meet you." Yes. Mm.
Yeah, yeah,
But it was important to me.
absolutely.
How do you feel about meeting this person?
Nervous and intimidated actually because you were mentioning the chaos at home, and I was like, I understand that. I mean, we went low contact or you went no contact with your actual mom and dad or whatever, because you didn't want to deal with that bullshit. You're not a person who wants to deal with bullshit, and I respect that. But your granddad who taught you stuff. I mean, like not somebody who has knowledge. I totally respect that and venerate that, and I didn't know how they were going to feel about me. So, of course, I'm just nervous as hell, sweating bullets and everywhere, you know, probably including my balls, and just like, what the hell do I do? Um, and I think maybe I bring something to I don't know, um, not appease, but I mean like to try and like kind of be like you know a present, you know,
Hmm.
and I think I give I think I buy a nice set of binoculars and like a little day pack, um, like light. I think you were describing him like like I don't think he's a big burly guy. I think he's like kind of like a medium sized kind of fella, um, and then I think like I got something like that's like kind of light, so it's enough for having like kind of like snacks or something like that, and then like has the binoculars in it, and then like I just kind of wanted to bring something to again you know make a good impression. Hopefully, it doesn't look like I'm trying to give him a bribe. I think I even say that. I even blurt that out because I'm so goddamn nervous. I just think this is not a bribe, sir. I just want to. And then like I'm just kind of like just shaking his hand like very shyly. Oh God. Nice to meet you. After I introduce myself. Uh,
Right. And the question for me is, what if they don't approve? Yeah, that worries me because Granddad's good opinion is something that's very important to me. And that would really, I don't know whether I'd rethink the relationship on that basis, but it would certainly be a road bump at the very least. Thompson is so different from the guys I've dated before. I mean, a lot of them are much more outdoorsy people and, you know,
I
have
think you
more
can tell
hobbies
because
in common.
I think you can tell because it's like he has the urban view of what to wear in these circumstances because like see, say your granddad has a cabin in the woods or whatever like that,
Mhm.
like he's got his like his Timberlands or whatever, and he's got like the nice cargo pants and like the nice plaid jumpers or whatever, and it's just kind of like, dude, you haven't been in the woods at all.
Yeah,
And he knows
that's
that.
it.
He's acknowledged that.
Yeah, your sleeves are going to get snagged on thorns in 5 minutes. It's not going to look that
Yeah, it's
nice.
fine. It's fine. He knows it. He knows it. He understands this. And I think it like later on like this is a whole other game. I mean like he's willing to go away if your granddad says no. I mean like he'll tell you this. He'll tell you this later because he'll be like, if your granddad like does not approve, I'm like I get it and I'm willing to leave you alone because yeah I get it. Uh yeah.
Oh, these two, these two, these two.
Hmm.
Uh, and I heal 2 times sickness. So I am reset to 0.
Okay. So, my turn. Let's
Yes.
see. Um, yeah, let me just go to some of the cards that aren't already here, that aren't already flipped. Okay. 8 o' spades. Okay. Oh God. Today your partner falls seriously ill, having to remain bedridden for an extended period of time. What comfort foods do you ask for?
What I want when I'm feeling rotten. A lot of the time I'm uh healthy, balanced diet, lots of veggies kind of person, but when I'm not feeling good, I want carbs. I want buttered noodles. Uh, I want, very, very, very basic, just give me a load of carbs and blueberry lemon scones from favorite bakery
Of course.
and tea. Just simple black tea with honey.
And how do I feel in this caretaking role? Hmm. I think at this point, I think I'm a little bit uncomfortable with it. I mean, you know, because I've always seen you be very strong, very independent, very, like, again, outdoorsy. I mean, like, you, like, seem
Yeah.
like indomitables and, like, never sick. So just to see you, like, laid out like this, it's almost frightening. And yeah, I mean, I'll do it because I care for you. But damn, I mean, like I don't know what to make of this person that you know doesn't seem like you at all. Yeah, and I gain one time sickness. Oh boy.
I think I go.
Upper side.
Yep. Nine of hearts. Today, you put your own joy above your partner's. How did I do this?
I think you went on an excursion vacation. And like when I say an excursion vacation, you went on like a wilderness retreat. Like you just plunked the money down for it, or like you just decided to book it, and you did not ask me. I mean, like you have your own money. I mean, like that's never been a big deal. I mean, like we were both, like financially independent, and we put like a shared account for the expenses and such. But I mean, you decided that you were going to go on this wilderness vacation, this excursion thing, you know, for yourself, and did not ask. Um, did not check in with my schedule. Did not, say, hey, you okay if I like go away for however many days? Like maybe it was like an entire weekend with a Friday and a Monday built in, for travel or whatever. You just did it.
And the question to me is if we've spoken about it since. Um, I think we haven't. I don't realize that I hurt you by not by not checking in, by not taking you into account. I think maybe,
I don't even think you even called or texted or anything like that. Like you didn't do your normal check-ins or anything like that for this
yeah.
particular vacation.
And I think maybe we've been together for a while, but not super long at this point.
Hmm, hmm,
So I think later I get better about this kind of thing.
hmm.
But no, we haven't talked about this because you haven't voiced how it made you feel because you don't express that kind of thing much. And I just skated right past it. I mean, I didn't pay enough attention to realize that you were upset. And I take a time sickness.
Six of diamonds. Uh, how domestic. Six of diamonds. Grocery shopping together, just to pick up a few things. How does this mundane task evoke joy?
Well, for me, one of the joys is I'm sort of primed, wired, however you want to put it, to see beauty in nature.
Mhm.
You see beauty in places that it hasn't occurred to me to look. So whether it's the colors of the produce aisle or the way packages of different sizes come together on the shelf to form a line that moves or whatever. And I see you notice these things and it makes me look too. And I love that because you notice the things that I would never notice. And through you I can appreciate that. So even something as mundane as grocery shopping is more interesting when I'm with you.
Oh crap, what did we forget to pick up? We go all the way to the grocery store. And I think it's some for a specific recipe that we're trying to make together or something like that. And then we go down the list. Oh shit. We forgot the butter. God damn it. God damn it. I think we just start to laugh because it's like, of course we forgot the butter. We need the butter. Uh, uh, and I gain another time sickness.
There's the Joker.
Oh, okay. So let's see. Let's go
Oh,
to
you
the
are way
page.
on the other side.
I know. So this will be fun. Let's see. Joker, Joker, Joker. Where's the Joker? Okay. You made it. You done it. You can feel it in your body, your bones, your blood, your cells. When you go to sleep tonight, you will wake up tomorrow. Real, proper tomorrow. Reflect on the prompt you just came from. If you are the first player here, ask your partner, still treading the waters of time, what do you hope happens next? Hmm. Oh, God. Top, I guess, to stop wading through the memories, good and bad, and just to finally make peace with where we are, whatever that is, wherever that is. And I mean, if it's together, if it's apart, just to know what it is. I mean, I think this whole time jumping, time skipping thing is a little bit confusing. And that's why I'm a little bit time sick, is because I don't know what it is. Are we together? Are we apart? And I just want to know. I want to I want to know.
Yeah. And I ask myself, newly stable on dry land, what actually happens next? I think from this point, it's nothing grandiose. It's nothing big or spectacular. It's life. It's, you know, sometimes important changes happen, but mostly it's just life. And that's glorious. That's what we've wanted. One day following on after the next.
If you are the first player to reach the Joker, you will continue to answer the questions your partner asks you on their turns. However, you now decide if they are set in the past or in the future. If they are in the past, answer the question as it is written. If they are set in the future, instead reply, I don't know, but I hope/think, and finish the sentence. Then answer the question, how does this uncertainty make you feel? And on your turn, continue to narrate from the prompt you came from before landing on the Joker card. Give no more than 4 sentences, reveling in all the small mundane details. You are now experiencing that time linearly. Wow. Okay, so basically you're like continually on that particular prompt?
Yep.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Grocery shopping.
Oh wait. Was that you? Okay.
It was the prompt that,
No.
oh no, it
Uh
was the prompt that I came from.
yeah,
Okay.
your prompt was the 9 of hearts?
Yes. So that was
Oh god. Oh god.
Oh, the day I put my joy above my partner's. Oh God. Okay.
Oh God.
Man. Right. Well, I'm oblivious, so that's not as painful for me.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, okay, okay, okay. But you, okay, so just follow the directions for the joke. Okay. We can do this. We can totally do this. It's not painful whatsoever. Okay, great.
No, no, nothing painful about this at all.
No, no, not at all. Okay, so hold on. Let me. Oh,
As
okay.
long as you get here without maxing out your time sickness.
Hold on. I gotta go to a new page and then, like, just make sure that I know that, yeah. Marking that I have 3 times sickness so far. This will be great. It's okay. I have to backtrack. Oh, shit. Mm, 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 mm.
Well, you don't have to well, backtrack exactly, but yes, you have
Well,
to
I
move
mean, well, maybe
across
you
most
know
of the
what?
board.
Well, okay. So let me just let me get a surprise. Let's see. I'll go forward and then see what happens here. Jack of spades. Oh God. Today you feared you'd lost your partner. What happened?
You were afraid that I'd been in an accident. Uh, I'd gone rock climbing with
Mm-hmm.
a couple of friends, and I didn't check in afterwards at the time that we'd agreed,
Yep.
and you couldn't get hold of me. I wasn't answering my phone, and you couldn't, you only knew the number of one of the people I was with, and she wasn't answering her phone either.
Right.
And you were, and this went on for hours, and you were terrified. And yeah, it was bad. It was bad. Uh, and then it turns out that we had been slowed down by a minor accident. Not me, but someone I was with had twisted an ankle, and so we'd been slower getting back to the car. And then we'd had car trouble where we didn't have reception. And so that's why you couldn't get hold. I would have answered the phone. I would have
Mm.
called, in
Right.
fact,
Right. Right.
but we were broken down in the middle of nowhere and I couldn't
I
get
think
signal.
I think you like you're chattering on like in just as you're opening the door, like you're like, you finally see like my 56 text messages and like the voicemails and all this kind of stuff. And I think as you're chattering on and nattering on and like the door opens, I think you find yourself enveloped in like the biggest ass hug and your face is just wet because he's burying his face in your hair and then kissing you, like kissing your face just randomly. so so fucking worried. Shit,
I'm
shit,
so
shit,
sorry.
shit.
I'm so sorry. I would have called, but we could not get
Okay,
signal.
okay, it's okay, it's okay,
Yeah,
okay.
I'm here. It's all
Oh,
right.
goddamn, healing one time sickness. Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay, your turn.
Yeah.
Okay. No, from whatever point. Oh, what?
That's
Wait a second. What
that
comes after? Wait. What is it?
it's I'm back at that weekend that I
Yeah.
prioritized my joy over yours.
Yep.
Um yeah, like I even at, before the trip itself, I should have picked up on the fact that you were unhappy about this situation. But I was so busy packing and talking about, oh, I've heard this particular river is really gorgeous, and uh I haven't seen Angie and Chris for so long, and so this will be a chance to hang out with them. And I was just oblivious, even as we were still together before the trip.
4 O clubs. 4 clubs. Oh. Today you ask them out. How do you do it? Hmm. Oh man. Let's see. Hmm. Maybe maybe we continue to see each other on the bakery line or something like that, and you know, maybe I finally ask you how those scones are, since you keep getting them or whatever, and maybe or maybe we trade. It's like maybe, hey, you think you want to I don't know, see if they have like something different for lunch?
Yeah, actually, I think something different sounds good.
Yeah, I
Try
mean,
something new, not get stuck in a rut.
yeah, I mean, I can do you know, end of this week, like maybe Friday, like around 11 o'clock, lunchtime.
Yeah, yeah, I'd like that.
And I'm not sure exactly what they mean by asking your partner. It's like,
Well,
just to be clear, this is a date, if that's okay. And he looks down at his feet.
yeah, that's definitely okay.
That's great. Um, I don't. I'm sorry. I just need your. This is dumb. I'm sorry. I don't even know your name.
Oh God,
I'm Thompson.
Kelly, we've chatted here so many times, but we really have, um, yeah,
Yeah,
haven't done that.
yeah. Let's trade numbers just to make
Yes,
sure,
yes,
and I can confirm. The day before, and
yeah,
yeah, plug in numbers and such. It's great to yeah.
yeah. Really looking forward to this.
How do I feel as I ask, and does it show on the outside? I am nervous as shit. I think you see like a bead of sweat like coming down his temple. He's very nervous. Oh my god, such an awkward boy. Okay.
So cute.
Yeah, he's in college. Yeah, like
Yeah,
we're college age. Yep.
yeah.
Okay. Continue onward. God.
It's not that I didn't think about you on this trip. I thought about, the way you've taught me about seeing the world. You don't do outdoor non-urban photography much, but you've taught me to look at the quality of light and and looking at things as images, not just as an object to photograph, not photographing a single flower, but the pattern of sunlight through leaves, things like that. And I take some pictures that I look forward to showing you when I get back. Because I'm not uncaring, I'm just kind of dumb about some things.
Right. on. Either way that I'm going, it's not gonna be good. Oh, well, actually, maybe it will be. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna go this way. Um, Back to King of Clubs. Um, King of Clubs. Today I say I love you for the first time. I think when we were at the club, that was not the say. That was the. That was not the first day that I said it to you. I think it was after. I think it was after you took me to see your grandpa. And I think before, or yeah, okay. So I think before we get to his place, I tell you, we're in the car. Maybe we're rolling up because he's got one of those mile long driveways. And I say to you, look, I'm sweating balls right now because I don't know how this man's gonna feel about me, and I get it. He's important to you, but if he says to you after this trip that I'm not worthy of you, that you can do better, I'll go away. I love you, Kelly. And
He's
shh, I just want to let you know that. And I will accept whatever decision, you know, that because his, his judgment is, you know, it means a lot, means a lot to you. And if again, if it doesn't work out, I mean, I get it.
don't
I'm
worry
okay with
about
that.
it.
I'm okay with that.
He's gonna he's you don't need he doesn't bite.
I
I mean,
From the way it
I'm
sounds like, I
sure.
mean, I don't know. I mean, he could be just as much as like one of the wild beasts or one of the animals that you guys like watching. I have no idea. Okay?
It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. I tell you.
And he takes
And
out
you're
one of
gonna
those
love him. He's great.
and he takes out one of the new bandanas that he bought and then like he starts like, like rubbing his forehead. Do you say it back? Of
No, I
course.
just skated right past it.
Yep.
I
Yep.
didn't
Mhm.
take it in really, because I was a little nervous about introducing the two of you. Anyway, not super nervous. I thought Granddad was going to be cool with this, but you never know exactly. And I was so focused on reassuring you about that that I missed the bigger part of the conversation.
Yeah. And why did I wait this long? Because honestly, I mean like, like Thompson knew. Thompson knew earlier that he wanted to say it, but never seemed like a good time before this. But this seemed like a good time to let you know it's like he cared a lot about you. But yeah,
Charles
I
and
don't.
falling in love with an emotional dumbass.
It's fine. But again, I mean, like he was like, he was not gonna say it unless he meant it. And again, because you were introducing him to a member of your family, he understands that's goddamn important. Holy crap. I'm like, whoa, this must mean something, right? To him, it's like we've been, you know, together, but like, wow, a family member. Oops, we're hitting the big leagues, kind of thing, you know.
Right.
And he's healing a time sickness. Yeah.
On that trip, uh, Angie and Chris were not giving me crap, but kind of razzing me a little bit about how much I was talking about you. Uh, they could see how important our relationship was to me. and how much you meant to me. Uh, because I everything. Oh, Thompson said this. Well, Thompson likes doing things this way. Oh, well, Thompson told me. Oh, well, Thompson. One thing after
Will
another,
you
and they're just
shut
like,
up already?
yeah,
Damn
I
it.
mean, this is supposed to be for us. This weekend's supposed to be for us.
Like, why didn't you bring him then if he's supposed to be so
Oh,
important? Jesus.
I cannot picture him in a kayak. Honestly, I just no. This
Did
is
he
not
ever
his thing.
try? Did you ever think about trying to get him lessons or something? I mean, come on now.
He's just not an he's a city guy. That's just that's who he is. He's You should see him on a walk in the woods. He's just like a
Oh my
bunny
god.
rabbit. Any little sound, he's like, "What was that?"
Oh my god. Why? What? Kelly, what? Never
He's
would have
such a
figured you for a
sweetheart.
city rat, Kelly.
Yeah, it's not that I'm a city rat. It's that I'm a Thompson rat. I don't know. I he's
You
he's
got it
just really
bad.
sweet.
Holy. Were we ever that weird? Oh my god. I don't think so. I don't
Oh,
really
oh,
think
no,
so at
no,
all.
no. No, no, no.
Mm-mm. Mm.
When the two of you first got together, I hung out with you individually. You were like this, okay? Okay, you
No,
were
no,
like th yes, you
no.
were. I
I,
mean,
no. I didn't talk about Angie this much. No. Nope.
you didn't talk about her this much, but there were signs. I mean, you absolutely did not listen to bluegrass before the two of you got together.
I, yeah, I did. Just had the one song. Yeah, kinda. Maybe.
Mm,
He's like
mm.
scratching his head. Uh, okay, maybe. Fine. But yeah,
And well,
you talk
Angie,
about
you
this
and I have
guy a
talked about
lot.
everything. So,
Yeah, but not as much as you talk about this guy. What? Oh my god. I
yeah,
mean,
well.
I'm surprised you don't have it labeled on your pants. I belong to Thompson. Oh my god. Just saying. He's a brand name on your shirt. Okay. Okay.
You can do
Uh,
it. You can get here.
I can get here. Okay. Um, Ace O. Okay, come on. Yeah, Ace of Diamonds. Oh, oh, okay. Today you introduce your partner to a significant person in your life. Someone who really matters to you. Okay, who's significant in his life? Um, Ace of Diamonds. Who's significant? I think this is his sister. I think their parents passed away. And really, like his sister is the only other person that he kind of keeps in touch with. But they're both kind of like independent of each other, and they're fine with that. But she's maybe even more of a city rat than he is, you know. And she's got her own career. She's quite not corporate, but I mean she's kind of like, she's how to say, she's quite content to be like, into the city heartbeat kind of thing. Like she'll do the city touristy kinds of things. Like she'll know all the great spots to go if you want to go see landmarks, restaurants, and that sort of thing. But um, he'll kind of say to you, it's like, all right, so sorry, I gotta come up with a name here. Hold on. Like his name is a last name, and then like her name is a last name too. And I'm just trying to think of a good one. her last name is, I mean, her first name, which is a last name, is Calver.
Okay.
Okay. It's like it's probably a family thing. It's like, you just like kind of
Yeah,
reuse like last names as first names in the family. So I
sure.
think he'll say like, okay, Calver's pretty much like a city rat like me, but I mean, she'll be able to tell you where to go. I mean, like, getting lost in the city in terms of places to look for, places to eat, she knows all the stuff. But she kind of keeps to herself. So I don't know how she's going to feel, right? I mean,
Okay.
I, yeah, yeah,
Well, I know how important she is to you. Um, so yeah, I hope this goes well.
yeah. I mean, like, it's not like we get together a lot. I mean, it's just, you know, the occasional phone call and stuff like that, just to kind of touch base and the dinner, you know, once a month.
Hmm.
But I mean, she'll be fine with you. But don't be surprised if she might like pull out a kind of like a family kind of thing, like you hurt him, like I'll do something to you kind of thing, like she kind of thinks we're like our own little mafia kind of thing. It's like it doesn't mean anything by it, trust me.
Okay.
It's fine, it's fine. How do you feel about meeting this person after what he said?
Um, I was honestly a little more confident before that last bit. Oh, okay. Protective. Okay.
Protective, yes, that's it, protective.
Yeah. Um, well, I mean, I don't have any bad intentions, so let's hope that that is not gonna be an issue, but still.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. um what if they don't approve? Oh boy. Well, he's gonna get an earful of it from Calver, but I think he's kind of like of the since they're kind of like where you kind of occasionally see each other and you just kind of pick up where you left off kind of friend,
Mm-hmm.
like that's the kind of
Mm-hmm.
relationship they have. I think he would be okay if they went lower contact if she didn't approve of you, because I think at this point he cares about you a lot. But you know Calver is very important to him, so he's hoping that you both will make a good impression upon each other. So he's just kind of like, oh God, how's this gonna go? I don't know. And he heals to time sickness, so he's down to none. All right, so yeah. Uh, I want to
Let's
feel like I want to play this out though. I just want to see how this goes, but I think we're gonna buzz away in the interest of time. Okay, so go ahead.
um let's see. I think farther into the trip,
Mm-hmm.
I wind up talking a bit less about you. Um, Partly because they razzed me.
Mm-hmm.
But partly because, they're both old friends of mine and we are spending time together and what we're doing is pretty absorbing. I mean, there's a bit where we're kayaking some rapids and that's that not a lot of room for thinking about other things when you're focused on something that immediately crucial. Such a fun time with the two of them that that kind of I don't want to say I revert, but I kind of am thinking like I was thinking in another part of my life kind of before.
Nostalgia.
Yeah. Yeah. I think maybe one reason I was so hyped about this trip is that Angie and Chris and I haven't gotten to spend a lot of time together recently.
Mm-hmm.
just all of our lives have been busy. And so this is kind of harking back to an earlier point in our friendship when we were together a lot.
Yeah.
And that kind of pulled my focus a bit.
Yeah. All right. Going to dare a card I have not seen before. Queen o' Spades. Oh boy. Today we celebrate a big milestone together. One that few achieve. What is it? All I can think of is like, you know, marriage? I don't know. I mean,
It
like that's a
could be something like 50th anniversary or something.
Oh, that's true. Like we go really way in the future. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
50th wedding. Okay. I like it. Yeah. So, who do you invite to celebrate with us? Hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Um, in spirit, I mean, I wish I could have Granddad here, but of course he's long gone. I think we did have kids, and they had kids. And, by this time, they have kids. So we have, you know, this is a big family thing.
Mm-hmm.
All the generations coming together and and friends as well and just making a I wanted a big party. You probably have been less keen on the big party part,
Yeah.
but at least it's all people who are, close to us.
Yeah.
It's not a load of strangers or anything.
Yeah, I think what does this milestone mean to me? It means wow, we did we did make it. I mean, I I mean obviously he's the more sentimental of us too, I think.
Yeah.
And I think he looks upon your face, you know, lined and aged, but still the beautiful person that he remembers from the beginning, and he just smiles as you smile and talk with uh, everyone here. And I think maybe all of the memories from the beginning just kind of like go through him, and he's just overcome. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if I had time sickness still, I would heal it. Yeah. And as you answer your, you know, prompt again.
On the way back from the trip, um, I drove, so I picked Angie and Chris up from their place, and we went on to the river from there. So on the drive home, uh, I've dropped them off, and I'm just exhausted. Uh, it's not like while it was an emotionally uh refreshing weekend, it was not a physically relaxing one. We were pretty active, but driving home and thinking about what a great weekend it was, but also finding, and I'm really just looking forward to getting back to the apartment and back into the rhythm of life with Thompson. I, my friends are right. I'm really smitten, and this is good.
This is good. All right. So, finally make it to Joker. Okay, so once the second player makes it to the Joker card without falling to time sickness, and amazingly enough, he has none, you have one final prompt. You're here, you made it. You're not entirely sure how, but you know with certainty that all your haphazard traveling is over. Gaze into your partner's eyes for as long as it feels natural. You can hold hands or do something else if you do not want to do eye contact. Without speaking or openly cover the camera. Without speaking or openly deciding who will go first, take turns asking and answering the question. Now that we're here, truly together, what do you want to do first? Amazing.
What do you want to do first?
I think this is where he gets down on one knee and he presents the ring that he's had, or, will have had. Oh God, and like get into all those all those different time things. And yeah, he pulls it out and he presents it to you and says, "Will you, Kelly, marry me, Thompson, and be with me for all time?"
Yes. For today and tomorrow and all the rest of the tomorrows.
Yeah. And he'll slip it on your finger and he'll cry and, like,
Yeah.
hold you. Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't know what I can add to that. Um, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm curious.
Yeah. So, and you will find me. So, that is
Yeah.
our game of If You're Lost, You Can Look and You Will Find Me, Time After Time by Logan Timmons. That is our particular playthrough.
Yes.
Stars and wishes. Yeah, so stars are things that liked about the gameplay, role play, each other, and, wishes. I don't know if there's any wishes for our last minute one shot, but I mean, hey.
Right.
Oh my gosh,
It was
that
just
was
really sweet.
it's very
Oops.
sweet. I mean, like,
Uh,
God forbid, like, we should have gotten sucked into the time vortex, so that would have been interesting to find out,
oh
how that
God.
worked. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm sure that would have been a tragic circumstance, but we would have fallen into however that would have played out too as well. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
this was really sweet to do in lieu of, like, tragedy and mystery
Yeah.
like our
Yeah.
usual game. But stars
Yeah.
for the narration of, like, what was happening, with the different answers for your prompts, as well as, like, your answers for when my prompts were going off. um yeah, I mean, like, our little, like, jaunt around the board was really interesting. And then also too, like, a very weird star for the fact that you kept on getting Joker first thing for the first two tries around the table. What the fuck?
That was hilarious. That
Yeah,
was
I mean,
hilarious.
what the hell? I mean, like I said, third time's charm. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, yeah, you wouldn't have been able to go anywhere because you had no prop to prompt you as the
Yeah, it was
Joker. I'm
just
like,
I am floating in the void here.
floating in the void. I'm like, what
Not
the
not the
hell?
time void, just the story void.
It's just the story void. I mean, like, we could have made up something, but I mean, like, you had nothing to go by.
Yeah.
So we had to keep on, like, stop, restart, stop, restart.
Yeah.
Funniest thing ever. Oh, damn.
Oh. But
But
yeah, stars to you for all of this. I should make it clear that uh I only cry in character in role playing in character if I am having a fantastic time out of character. Um if I'm upset out of character, it doesn't manifest this way like ever.
yeah,
So if I am ever crying in game, it's like, yes, keep it up, more, more, more.
right, 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 right. Yeah, oh yeah. No, I was, yeah,
Uh,
I
yeah,
was getting overcome because, I mean, like, it
yeah,
was like Just some
And
really
we've
great
played
prompts.
together enough that
Yeah.
you know how I respond,
Hmm.
but I have scared people I've gamed with in the past. Like,
Well,
oh
I
my God,
mean,
are you okay? And
right,
yes,
right,
I'm
right.
glad they checked in.
Yes.
That was absolutely the right thing to do, and I'm glad they were paying attention and and caring. But no, this is just how I react to beautifully emotional stories.
Yeah.
And being in one is intense in all the best ways.
Yeah. I
Um,
mean, and we've done the metagame like, frequently enough that,
yeah,
we know how to
yeah,
go in and out of it.
we've checked in with each other and worked together and all that, as well as the changing of levels within
Hmm.
the game. So
Exactly. So, I mean, I trusted like, you knew where I was coming from and like,
yeah,
that I knew where you were going.
yes.
So, I mean, like
And if there
it was
was
fine.
ever a point, I would absolutely have used script change tools and said, okay,
Sure.
backing off on this.
Yeah,
But
exactly. And like, would have like, used the chat or would have like spoken up and said like out of
sure,
character, are you all right? you know.
yeah,
But I know you're getting into character too and it's like, and some of the prompts were very full of depth. I mean, like,
hmm
even if they seemed very surface level, I mean, like, and very simple, I mean, like, you could come up with a very, very expansive response for sure. I mean,
yeah,
like, and a very emotional one as well. And yeah, I mean, like, even coming up on the fly, I mean, like, it's very easy to come up with like yeah, my character would react like this emotionally and just be very upset. Um,
yeah.
so absolutely. I mean, like, it's very easy to get into this, and as a story game, this is very fun and effective for like the randomization with the cards and such.
I like this game a lot.
Yeah,
The procedure of gameplay is smooth and easy enough to not take up a lot of brain space
yeah,
to follow mechanically.
yeah.
And the prompts are terrific.
Yeah, the front loading is the difficult part because it's like, when you're doing it online, you have to just make sure
Right.
that you're not going to be like, messing up and having the Joker be the first thing that you pull. Is the funny part.
Yeah.
So, but aside from that little
Aside
little
from that, yeah.
tech weirdness, I mean, it's very satisfactory. So we were very happy
Yeah.
with this. So, star 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 bursting stars to Logan Timmons for this game, and
Yes.
yeah, we enjoyed ourselves so much. At least I know I did. So
I did too. Very much.
yeah, so awesome game. Thank you very much for like continuing on and like soldiering on with a duet game with me instead
Yeah,
of playing our usual.
thank you for offering.
Absolutely. So, I mean, and this is definitely a good game to pick up if you are interested in a duet game.
Yeah.
Like, very little prep needed. In fact, like, no prep. Just have to, be able to provide a way of pulling cards, and you don't even have to show necessarily a playing cards room if you don't want to. But I will link the place to get the game in the description, as well as like the playingcards.io uh, you know, browser that you could like create your own room if you needed to for this. Okay, so anyway, yeah, I mean, again, we enjoyed ourselves so much, so thank you very much for an enjoyable morning, and hopefully we can get back to our regularly scheduled like Victorian Monster Hunters for next week because
Yes.
I am very excited to see how much trouble the characters will get into.
Yeah.
Really excited. So, anyway, thank you again very much for coming to play, Kathleen, and
Yeah. Thanks,
happy
Matt.
gaming. Yep, happy gaming to you for the rest of the week, and we will
And
see
you.
everybody. Hopefully, God help us, next week. That's my hope. Alrighty, catch you later.
Bye.
Bye.